Hey there, my name is Fluffy the Destroyer, and welcome to my channel. It looks like Nintendo, well, they made two announcements. Well, a couple of them, let's say, and I wanted to talk about that, even though that I don't deal with Nintendo or just console gaming as a whole, because, let's face it, I just don't like them. And one of the things I've discovered, well, not that I discovered, that I noticed a long time ago, but I guess the guy called Review Tech USA he made a video about that recently. It's about Battlefield Hardline. You have to download the whole thing. Can you imagine that? You're on console and you have to download the whole thing. This is where consoles are at. It's a PC now. It's acting like a PC. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Nintendo NX. They did tell us that in 2016, yeah, just a year from now, it's going fast. They're going to work on the Nintendo NX, and please don't tell me it's Nintendo Extreme. Please don't. This is like the most cliche, stupid name. Hey, but hey, it's way better than Wii U anyways. What will it be? I have no clue. Nothing. And why am I talking about this? This is Nintendo. This is about console. I'm not supposed to talk about that here. I am, because I love Nintendo in some really odd, fetish way, really. The thing is, I grew up with Nintendo. It's like from the 90s and all. It's really awesome. I still remember, and I still have vivid images from my friends just playing together on that console. It was amazing. Like, I don't know, Double Dragon, Battletoad, Final Fantasy. Oh my God, Final Fantasy. It was an awesome time. Awesome time to discover RPG. This is the first RPG game that I played that really made me love RPGs today. That's why I love RPGs. It's because of the Nintendo's Final Fantasy. That was amazing. Just the fact that you just went around the map and then, and I don't know where exactly, but you went from being, I guess it's a teen or a kid, whatever, to adulthood, and then you have those, and then there was like 4 levels of spells that you could use from level 1 to level 4. I just found it amazing, really amazing. It did change the gameplay, and I just loved it. Anyways, what will it be? I have no clue. And if you look at Nintendo today, they can't compete with Sony and Microsoft. They just can't. They suck at it really bad. Why? It's because the big boys in there really think they're doing a really great job. I said it before, all of them, including Iwata, I believe. Well, I'm not sure about Iwata, but a lot of them should be fired. They really should be fired. They don't know how to do this. They don't know how to compete with Microsoft and Sony. I don't want them to go away. Can you imagine a gaming world, let's say, where there's only Sony and Microsoft, that's it? No Nintendo and nothing else? I mean, Ouya tried to get in, but it didn't work correctly. Wow, it needed a lot of work. Console for indies, and that really didn't work. Nintendo's been here for a long time. They did have the touch for gaming. They knew how to make they knew how to make a good hardware for games, for casual gaming. Over time, and I'm talking about the 90s, where quality and Q&A just didn't really exist, and you had like those really bad frickin' games. What do you call this company? J&L or something? LNJ or something? AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd, just talks a lot about that company. It's like the dreaded company or something. It's cursed or something. I'm not really sure. I think it's LNJ, if I'm correct. And that company is just renowned to give out, well, they were renowned to give out really bad games. But everyone remembers it for that, for those games. A couple of them were good, but not all of them. What they need to do now, I don't know what they need to do now. I'm not in the Nintendo, but all I know is that they need to open up for our world. Like, what they need to do now is this. They need to open up for the indie world. They really need to. For the console, I'm not really sure, but what they're doing right now is that their partnership has been up since 2010 with DeNA. DeNA is really good at mobile gaming, and they're really good for microtransactions. They make a lot of money. a buttload of money, really, really big loads of money. Nintendo knows that. But they only acquired DeNA for the sole purpose of working on their network, just to have knowledge about the network. That's why. They're not going to give their IPs, so you can be thankful for that. So you're not going to see Pikachu with, I don't know, or Mario Brothers with DeNA. No. Maybe we'll see that, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. From what I gathered on the article, it looks like they're working with them just to get the knowledge of the network. Because let's face it, the online service for Nintendo really sucks. It's really not that good. Either it's disconnecting or it's just really not that good. They need to work with that. And frankly, you know what? And to think about it, because I had a couple of days to think about it, I don't release my news right away. Nintendo is a good company, no matter what. I mean, they've been up since what, the 80s, 70s, and even before that. Well, in video games, they've been here since the 80s, and they've been quite successful. They're still here today, so. They made a couple of billions, and they stay here, and I think they're going to stay here for a long time. That being said, look at the current status of the mobile gaming right now. It sucks bad. It's filled with microtransactions. It's filled with fraudulent software or games that are simply not good. They should not be there. Some of them are just there to steal your money. If Nintendo can get into the mobile game and, I don't know, something like create some kind of guideline, or I would say some kind of reputation or set of rules that would tell this is how you need to create games, good games for the mobile gaming world, then I would say yes. I'd usually say no for mobile gaming, like no, just fuck you, get out of there, just get away, don't do that. Nintendo is a good enough company to tell that, well, everyone knows at some point, they did some good games. Good casual games, by the way. They were really awesome for that. And a lot of their demographics, for the Nintendo I'm talking about, are mostly old people and teens and just people who want casual gaming. Like, not hardcore gamers like us. Hardcore gamers, they go to Microsoft or Sony. Let's be serious here. Let's be frank. So, if Nintendo can get on the mobile world and do something good with it, because let's face it, gaming on mobile is really not good. Look at the Apple iStore. The App Store, it's really bad. Same thing with the Android, the Google Play. I was just looking for the name here. It's really bad. A lot of them say they're free to play, but they're not free to play. They're pay to win. It's just fraud. It's a lot of them are fraud. But there's a problem with that, though. If they really want to go to the gaming world in mobile, they're going to face a lot of competition. There's a lot of games out there. You're in a vast sea of games here. But we're talking about Nintendo. They already have let's say, a somewhat good reputation. So I really hope for them for the best. I mean, this is a company that I don't want to see die. I want to see them live. I want to see them survive. Even though that I'm really, like, this is weird because I'm a PC gamer. I don't care about Nintendo anymore. I do have the Nintendo right here, but I never use it, or almost never use it. My wife does for her exercises, but I never use it. And I do have the PlayStation 2, so I use that console sometimes from time to time just to play Gran Turismo 3. No, the fourth one, I mean, and Final Fantasy as well. And besides that, I don't care about consoles. I mean, to me, this may not be a shock because of my other videos, but I think console companies are just a big fraud. They are stealing our money for no effort. They want our money. They have to earn it. Do something good. Like, I don't know, a good console that can last at least 2 years in terms of hardware, so that way developers can work with it. I mean, each time there's a game that works, that is being released on console, not that the graphics sucks, but they have to turn down the graphics in order to have good resolution, or if they turn up the graphics to make it top notch versus PCs, they have to turn down the resolution. So for a developer, it's always a constant battle between resolution and graphic quality. They need to put that aside. Make something like powerful enough. They need to put that aside and work on the games. Now, there's a couple of things that they need to work on consoles, but this is like the number one thing that they need to work. But getting back on track with Nintendo NX, I don't think we're going to hear news about the Nintendo NX, but there's one thing I'd love to see about the Nintendo NX. I really love that they can do some kind of online service, because if you think about it, they're working on with DeNA to work on their network, on the online part of their service. They want to have more information and more knowledge on that. If they can create some kind of platform, like, I don't know, some kind of thing like Steam, but only for Nintendo, man, that would be amazing. Nintendo Wii already has it. Yes, I did bought some games like Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy on it, and I do have them right here. I can still play them. I did download them on my Nintendo console. But if they can do some kind of streaming service like Steam does, but for Nintendo, and then integrate all kinds of features on that, I think that would be amazing. Can you imagine playing your Nintendo games on your PC? There's a market for that. Because here's the thing. I'm not young. A lot of us are not young who plays PC games, and sometimes I think it would be fantastic. I would be one of them that would spend a couple of dollars just to buy those Nintendo games on PC. That would be awesome, but are they going to do that? Is that Nintendo NX is all about? I have no clue. No single fucking clue. I really hope for them for the best, though, because they really need to get back on track. They haven't been doing really good. But they did say they're going to work on their current IPs regarding DeNA, so who knows? Anyways, this has been Fluffy. If you did like this video, just comment, rate, and subscribe. See you later.